These facts will give him heartburn if he had a heart. That's right, today we're sharing 5 Transformers facts about Bombshell. Like this video and let me know which is your favourite version of Bombshell and whether you believe Bombshell became Cyclonus. Fact 1. Making his first on-screen appearance in the fittingly named Season 1 episode of the G1 Sunbow cartoon, A Plague of Insecticons, Bombshell's toy was imported by Hasbro into the Transformers in 1985 from Takara's Diaclone toy line. Japanese toy designer Takashi Matsuda created Bombshell's original toy as part of a trio known as the Insecta Robo. As covered in my Shrapnel and Kickback videos, in the Diaclone fiction, the Insecta Robo are the only Diaclone toys that were imported into the Transformers that were originally intended to be the bad guys. For his Diaclone release, Bombshell was known as Kabutron or Beetle type and was packaged with a Waruda pilot and available in a black and red deco with yellow highlights. Bombshell was redecoed to black and purple for his Transformers release, but as with his Diaclone release, he still transforms into a robotic rhinoceros beetle. Fact 2. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Or is that the rhinoceros beetle in the room? Let's talk about Bombshell and Cyclonus. This has long been a topic of debate among Transformers fans, and it's one that I brought up during my Skywalk video. Guess what? I'm bringing it up again. Feel free to jump in the comments to let me know I'm wrong now if you want to. At some point during the Battle of Autobot City in the Transformers the movie, Bombshell is wounded and boards Astro Train, only to be jettisoned into space along with the rest of the Decepticons. After Megatron is left with no choice but to accept a new body and new troops to command from Unicron, Bombshell is reformatted in the same scene as Skywalk, with Cyclonus and his armada being the result. While I personally like to believe that Skywalk became Cyclonus and feel that this makes a lot of sense, which I covered in my Skywalk video, this is Bombshell's facts video, so I'm going to make the argument in favour of Bombshell becoming Cyclonus today, and I'm going to do that with the single strongest piece of evidence that points towards Bombshell becoming Cyclonus. The strongest argument for Bombshell becoming Cyclonus is his position in the scene during the reformatting. He's right in the foreground, so it makes a lot of sense that he would become Cyclonus. This is supported by the fact that the storyboards only show the name Bombshell in this scene, followed by multiple iterations of Cyclonus, but there's no depiction or mention of Skywarp. I will caveat this by saying that neither this nor the counter-argument that Skywarp became Cyclonus is definitive. It's not completely clear in the movie, and no one involved in the Transformers the movie has come forward with a definitive answer, so feel free to share your theories, but please be respectful of each other when doing so. Fact 3. Bombshell has one of my favourite abilities of the Decepticons, his Cerebro Shells. This ability is detailed in his G1 toy bio, which states, can turn foes into helpless accomplices by injecting Cerebro Shells into their heads, robot or human, with his stinger, gives him control of their minds. I'm shocked that Bombshell didn't use this ability more often. He can control minds. Surely such an ability would make a Decepticon far more powerful than Bombshell was shown to be in the Sunbow Transformers cartoon. Although Bombshell uses his mind control ability in the Sunbow Transformers cartoon, my favourite instance of it was in the 1985 Transformers Annual, in a story titled A Plague of Insecticons, the same title as the episode in which the Insecticons first appeared in the Sunbow Transformers cartoon. In this story, Megatron awakens the Insecticons to prevent the Autobots from meeting with the President of the United States. According to the story, Ravage must control the Insecticons remotely because they are new to battling the Autobots. Eventually, the Autobots figure out what's happening and start tracking Ravage down. As Optimus Prime gets close to Ravage, he recalls Bombshell to protect him. Bombshell fires a Cerebro Shell at Prime, but at the same time, Kickback destroys Roller. Yes, Roller, the tough little drone from Prime's trailer, causing Bombshell's Cerebro Shell to miss Prime and hit Ravage. Because Ravage controls Bombshell when his Cerebro Shell starts taking effect, they become locked in a mind control feedback loop, trapping them in a mental void together. The final comic panel states that Ravage is left without a mind of his own. Pretty grim stuff, Transformers Annual 1985. Fact 4. If you're not from Europe, you might not know that Bombshell received not one, but 2 distinct G1 toys. And I'm not just talking about redecos. After the G1 toy line ended in the US, it continued in Europe, where we got, among other actual transforming Transformers toy lines, Action Masters, posable non-transforming 3 3/4 inch action figures. Within the Action Masters toy line, Bombshell made an appearance, closely resembling his appearance in the Sunbow Transformers cartoon, but lacking his distinctive headcanon. Bombshell came packaged with a partner called Needler, a robot scarab who doubled as a backpack or helmet for Bombshell. This Action Master release was recently homaged by Super 7 in Wave 1 of their Ultimates toy line. Fact 5. American actor Michael Bell voiced Bombshell in the Sunbow Transformers cartoon. Michael Bell is a prominent voice actor who has worked on many memorable TV shows and video games, including G.I. Joe, Rugrats, The Smurfs, and The Legacy of Kain. He's also acted on camera, appearing in Dallas, Star Trek, and other shows. In the Sunbow Transformers cartoon, Michael Bell also voiced Brainstorm, First Aid, Prowl, Sideswipe, Scrapper, Swoop, and Bone Crusher for one episode of the show, alongside a handful of other characters. This is Prymus84, and you've been watching the 5 Facts of Prymus. Thanks for watching. Follow me if you want to see more Transformers facts, and let me know in the comments if I missed anything, got anything wrong, or if there's anything you want me to cover next.